Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Quick toss to the right. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Now on 1st down from the 40. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quickly to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance.
Got some room in it to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they... Turning it on! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shit.
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The extra point here would tie the game.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's a heat. Hauls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Washington.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. And the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Ellington. Tripped up for the tackle.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to see.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. He's at the touchdown, Tar Heel. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they have time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And his throw is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try the toss to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Steps away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quarterback on the keeper. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first. It's a running room. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And now this offense will take the field again. Give to the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Washington right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking downfield, it's Garrett. Fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
From the gun, running back on the move.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. What? They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed.
Going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers.
Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Huskies have this offense rolling. Running to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's Garrett. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It is perfect. And now they take the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws it back. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Got his man out of the backfield. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Tar Heels will snap it on first and 10. They go to the draw. Oh, he's got a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. Just ran over it. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense changing the play. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC!
And that's a Great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To throw, it's Garrett. Buying some time. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain, so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Fires to the big fella. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. On the option. Now the toss. On the move is the 30. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on his way. Smashes through the tackle. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 20. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Power football with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And we're locked up here in the third.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from there. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable, going and getting that big play.
Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellington. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking for a crease to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from deep in the end zone, and this had better work for him. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Man, these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive at that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll try to pop the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Got it set up on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, Mountain West teams colliding in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Wyoming handled its business today away from home. What a... beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Under fire. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Caught in the backfield. It's Goodman. And he'll be brought down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Got him downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Garrett. Looking to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Finds the tight end. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw I think is important. This is a time where I love moving up my or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Complete. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and for time for their offense. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tar Heels come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Making side adjustments here. He'll throw on third down. Fires left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on fourth and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
The Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee.